Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? Today we are going to do our work from workbook. It's page number 29 and it is test 1. It is an unseen comprehension. As students, you have done your comprehension from your chapters and you first read out the chapter and you just give the answers from different questions according to the text which you have read. So this is an unseen paragraph given here, and read the passage aloud to your teacher. First of all, we will understand what is written in this paragraph, in this text, and then we will give the answers according to this. Umar Majid wanted a pet. He was not sure what his parents would think of his idea. One evening, he went to the sitting room. Umar's father was reading the newspaper. His mother was watching television. Umar coughed loudly to attract their attention. Umar's parents looked at each other. Then he looked at Umar. "Dad, Mom," said Umar, "I would like to keep a pet." "Oh yes," said Mr. Majid. "What kind of pet?" asked Mr. Majid. "That's the problem," said Umar. "I want a pet, but I don't know what kind." Okay, now students, look at this, that what a pet is actually. As you know that whatever an animal which we can kept at our home is called a pet. So Umar Majid is a little boy. He wanted to take any animal as a pet, and he was just thinking that if he will talk about to his parents, what they will thought about that. He was just confused that what he should do, and he just went to their parents who were busy in reading newspaper and mother was watching television. Umar coughed. Umar just cleared his throat loudly to attract the attention of their parents, and both looked at him and asked that what he wanted to do, what the actual reason of coming him here. And Umar told them that he wanted to keep a pet. Mr. Majid asked that what's the problem, and he asked to their parents that he wanted to take a pet. So his father asked that what type of pet you wanted to keep, and Umar shared his tension with his parents that that's the problem, that I don't know exactly that what a type of pet or what a kind of pet I have to kept at home. So look here. Look here that they are discussing about different things about the kind of pet. Keeping a pet is not an easy job, you know, warned Mr. Majid. Yes, agreed Mrs. Majid. You will have to look after it and care for it. So when he was thinking about what a kind of pet he wanted to keep at home, his parents warned him that keeping a pet is not an easy job. You have to look after that animal and you have to take great care of that. And it is a difficult job and you have to get some extra time to look after that animal. Now we move towards the next one, page number 30 from your workbook. And it will cost a lot of money, growled Mr. Majid. What do you want a pet for? I have no one to play with at home, said Umar. A pet will be good company. Well, I think it's good idea, said Mrs. Majid. You must think about this carefully, said Mr. Majid, looking serious. I will agree, only if you show me that you have thought about the subject. Umar took a sheet of paper out of his pocket. He handed it to his father. Now, students, you should also keep in mind that if you wanted to take a pet, definitely you should think about all the pros and cons of the things that what a problem you will face if you will take a pet, what a type of pet you are going to put at home, and how you have to look after that pet. So you should think on every aspect that what you have to do with that. So his father was actually concerned that definitely Umar has to have to spend some money to buy that pet, and definitely they have to work on that. So he gave him permission to agree to take a pet only if he just think carefully on the subject that what he will do when he take a pet. So Umar was very clever. He had actually thought on every aspect that what he wanted to do and what it should be. So he has given a piece of paper to his father. He handed it over to him, so that and he told them that I have worked on that. I have very clear thoughts about what I wanted to do. I have thought about it, said Omar. I found some useful information on the internet. Look at the list I made, but I want your help to decide. Should I keep a dog or a cat? A cat is less trouble, said Mrs. Majid. It will make a lot of noise, said Mr. Majid, and made noises like a cat. Mew, mew. Stop that awful noise at once, please, said Mrs. Majid to her husband. Now, students, he was just wanted to take an expert advice from his father and mother. He said that I have collected a lot of information from internet about pets, but I am confused, and you just give me some help that which animal I have to keep as pet, and you give me suggestions that whether I have to take a dog as a pet or I have to keep a cat as a pet. Her mother instantly said that cat is less troublesome. It creates less problems. But Mr. Majid was not agree. He said that it will make a lot of noise all the day. Sorry. So he just mimicked the cat that it will make a noise like mew mew the whole day. So Mrs. Majid said to her husband that please stop making noise of such kind. See what I mean, replied Mr. Majid. At least a dog making such a noise would keep the house safe. I thought dogs barked, said Umar, making a joke. Woof, woof, very funny, said Mr. Majid. The best idea is for us all to think about your question, Umar, said Mrs. Majid. We can decide in the morning. So they all are giving suggestions to each other, and Mr. Majid was just stopped after replying Mrs. Majid that this actually I mean that the cat will make a lot of noise by mewing. At least if dog make any noise, it keep the house clean because it keep the house safe. As you know that dogs are kept as a guard, and they are very you can say that a very faithful animal, and they keep the strangers away from the house. So he said that it will be quite good that if we keep a dog at home. uh, so this type of ideas were they were sharing. And then Mrs. Majid said that we all have to just think about it, and we will decide in the morning. So this is the whole paragraph, and we will now move towards page number 31, and we will find out the answers of different questions. And I have solved these questions for you also. So students, take a look of that. Now students, you just take a look of this page, page number 31. Answer the following questions about the reading passage. A part. Why did Umar cough loudly? As we come to know from page number 29, look here that Umar coughed loudly to attract their attention. So we will write the answer in this way. To attract his parents' attention because they were busy in reading and watching television. So you will write the answer in this way. Now look at question B. What was Umar's problem? As we come to know from these lines that's the problem, said Umar. I want a pet, but I don't know what kind. So this is the problem of Umar, that he don't know what a kind of pet he has to keep at home. So the answer will be, his problem was he did not know which pet to keep. Now move towards the next one question. Was Umar the only child in the family? Give a reason for your answer. So students, you just have to think yourself and give the answer of this question, that what's the reason that he wanted to keep a pet. So students, you have to give the answer in a most probable way. Yes, probably. He may have had a baby brother or sister, or a grown-up one who had left home. He says he was lonely, so he probably did not have a brother or a sister. That is why he wanted to keep a pet. Now look here, D question. How did Umar find out about pets? So we come to know from the reading that he had found such type of information from internet. I found some useful information on the internet. So the right answer will be on the internet. Look at the last question. Did Mr. Majid think that a cat or a dog would make a better pet? We come from the reading that he thought the flat would be small for a dog or a cat, so a bird would be the best. So students, this is the answers. These are all the answers of these questions. Now we move towards the next activity. Now student, look here. Here is the table that Umar made. He wrote a few things down, but it is not complete. Complete it for him. So you just have to think about that what will be the different uses of cats and dogs, and what type of problems you have to face if you keep these animals as a pet. So students, you have to help Mr. Umar in this way. So here is a list of different characteristics of these both animals, dog and cat. Size. The dog is large in size, but the cat is small. Is it friendly? Yes, dog is very friendly. It is playful. May bite or growl, because sometimes dog becomes dangerous and they can bite. Will sleep a lot. Could scratch. Cat also creates some problems like scratching, so you can find that the cat may scratch. Food. We'll have to buy bones or meat. Definitely, we have to give a good food because dog like bones and meat, and we have to purchase it for dog. Will find own food. And cat, like rats or mice, so cat find its food by itself. Costs. Dogs are very costly, but cats are a little bit less. So dogs costs more, while cats less costs. Care. Of course, if you are keeping an animal at home, you have to take care of that animal. So you have to give bath to that. Vet mean a doctor for animals. You have to consult the doctor of dogs. Claws to cut because its claws are dangerous if its nails just increase. So you have to cut the claws also. But cat look after itself. It is a humble animal. So students, next one is housing. That what a type of house they needed. So you know that the house of the dog is kennel. You have to arrange a kennel or a basket or a mat for a dog. But no housing, perhaps a basket. It's no need of any house for a cat. Space required. Definitely, dog like more space, garden to run, but cat doesn't any. If you close the door, locked the doors, it can be safe and sound and can enjoy. Age in years. Maximum the dog has 15 and the cat has 13 years of age. Will it destroy things? No, but sometimes digs up earth and spoils the garden. And cats scratches furnitures. So health issues. What a type of health issues these animals can face. Different fleas, as you know, that comes to dog, and different ticks or itches comes, and maybe some type of teeth or gum problem the dog could bear, or different worms come at dog. So a lot of type of dirty things can come with that dog with at your home. A little bit fleas, but otherwise the cat is a very clean animal. Uses. Dog have a lot of uses. Dog can guard the house, bark when someone comes near, but no any specific uses a cat has. It's just an amusing thing for any person who takes it as a pet. Handling or training. Needs training to obey commands, and no training except to use litter tray. So these all are the things we are helped in to Umar to made a list of about these pets. So okay students, you just have a make a list of your own, and you just have to follow it as well. So I think so this comprehension is quite clear to you and you have enjoyed it a lot. Okay, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.